Okay, let's listen into the national anthems. There's playing for a bit of turn. The ability to get the ball away from... No, it's off the pad. Away drift there. How windy is it? It's definitely worth a discussion.
On-field decision is not out. I have checked. Ball passing the bat and gloves. Roll it up to the...
Bit more air. The Hong Kong-China openers.
And he walked him, and it's been wonderful. Unforced error, no ball.
Innings, isn't it? Third ball, and Shirath. Well played. Took advantage of the width.
Side off stump. He gave himself slight on. That's all you have to do. Probably the coach said.
Nothing Archie thinks there is.
Huge discussion. Hey, go.
I have checked the feed. It's a fair delivery. Can we stop? Please. Yeah, screen please signal.
There was quite a lot of did review. They weren't very Mama, which has Anshuman Rath out for 4. It is 7.
The only batter. It's off the mark, straight to
for Hong Kong.
Robert Hyatt making 30 overs. They ended up with 94. They are trying to show some intent. They attack. You need and they need to also find boundaries. Only one. The recent past have been very good in on the money as they've picked up a of the match comes from months of the length. It's not hitting it from the sweet part of the bag. Ball, Dancing Hassan Saqib. Yanked hands. Beauty. Yep.
trying away from the right-hander. Rattle the stumps. Good go. Gone for 14. Hong Kong.
Zakat Khan, the new batter, charges in straight. One against Sri Lanka. That's how it, in that fashion, after being hit Hassan in Sri Lanka. And since then, you rightly pointed out, they're bowling at me right from the word go. He's been sensational. Mustafizur Rahman this year. They've been able to. Those worked really hard on his early. He's only gone for into this game. They play Sri Lanka on just easing into it. Different need to beat Hong Kong China. 4:30 toss in the start of the game. First drive. Off that over, it's for the guy there with the curly mop. Run Bangladesh first game. Shot in the end. You would have thought maybe
Inside out over extra cover. Beautiful hit.
And it's the first flighted. Yeah, that leg spinner's bowl. Ongoing. As well. Sudden Lings was going at a snail's pace.
Dishan did well, was with
the gap as well.
Sanjay Bhai, there's a lot of
find the gap here, and he does. A surge.
get it completely, but he gets the gap. It will long.
Look at the dimension. It doesn't see. It's a big ground.
For Associate Nations is that they don't years. This is only their why the gap is so. Play against quality opposition, you won't
9, 10 and down leg side. Even if you look at international,
A bit of a start. I know they've lost her 3-wicket impression here. The boundary. Good use of his feet down the ground, shim down. Pick up a boundary. He got a spectacular caught and bowled. I think that's what Lytton Das is saying. All out here. In his eyes. And has had an Tanzim Hassan, Saqib. They come back for work in the deep from just go all the way it does. But welcome runs for Hong Kong. Here we saw in his free hit of a no ball. Bowler has won the battle, but he's the one. Batters come after you. In the keeper. Stand.
What you're trying to... Oh, that's good. I've seen right through the slow ball into the pitch. It great, but you're right, perfectly placed. Keeper has put a toe. Not carrying that.
This could be run out. And when the ball was going straight to hand, that will be changed. This was really cheeky cricket in the air there.
See, when you've got so much time to think in the night, avoid the sun glaring in your eyes. Having sent back for the second.
A difficult tournament. Directed now. Bales out, so for Tanzim. And I think a much improved with the new ball. Well, getting set to observe and see whether they... A few games, a young pair. The other being in a good position. One! Nice first. You don't get to see this much in T20. First boundary of the run. Waited for the ball to come for him. For Ayush to play. There's a bit of good that. Inside it. There was more swing on off. There's something about Ayush Shukla that's got the ball to swing in again for 4. Even in the last match when he got. To be honest. We saw a batter coming well down the pitch for a few innings. Shorter than India was. Would be. And when something like that happens, in a way it's possible, so looked like he was out in front of himself. The batter bowled his wrists as good. These two left hands falling off like Jimmy Anderson. Wicket doesn't have to move. 4 catches in the previous. The next ball is a slow. It wasn't this swing off. And have got their first wicket. Open the batting. That is more now in the 109 innings. I think it's going to go all the way. Run rate is in play. Fired away. Have this excuse of not having. Ferociously through the offside. Could use the feet. The depth of the creepy anymore. Your thoughts, I'll take you back. So just watch what you say. Taken! Hong Kong, China! But then he grabs it. He turns left, he turns by spinning around. Oh, he's clipped it away. Timing's good. Displays to the boundary. It is. I told you he's a run thief. Stands was outstanding. Tanzim Hassan. I mean,
Shot, quality shot. Stricken all over that.
That foot onto the leg side. It took Harvey through the offside.
There's a lot of. Shabak slightly earlier. Bangladesh got to 64.
Couple of occasions. రన్స్ వచ్చేస్తాయి 7 runs చాలు రిక్వైర్డ్ రేట్ అది మాత్రం కరెక్ట్గా హాంకాంగ్ ఫీల్డర్స్ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ మాట్లాడుకుందాం 81 for 2 it was a possibility couple conclusive evidence that it hit the pad to get around it cipher whether it was pad first it's run very hard coming back for the second goals a 51 and if you see what they have done should worry too much about it as we see just found out going now from little where the space was